Welcome back, everyone. We are here. We are ready for the PWCC live weekly auction, and it is looking a bit dark in here. Hold on. There we go. Let's brighten it up. There we go. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday or happy Monday, depending where you are in the world and what you're doing. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to shout out a few people in the chat before we get going with the auction this evening. Guys, it is another huge auction tonight. Auction tonight. Click the link pinned at the top, and that will take you to the auction page, and you'll be able to see everything. It's already filtered down to Pokemon and all that good stuff for you. We have got Green Tea welcome in. We've got Hassan welcome in. Yeah, yesterday's stream was absolutely insane. We got Frank. We have got Pocket Monsters from Scotland. We got Simon. We've got Pokemat. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing well. We got Connor. We have got Team Mug for a mug tonight. You bought a Starbucks cup and then you just never brought it around.
I keep forgetting to bring it.
Just this one time.
I've gone Volvic water today. We're going healthy-ish. It's like...
And I've just gone water with ice in my Stanley. So keep you hydrated, people. Hydration is key.
Green Tea says I like the colour of the hoodie. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
It's nice. I said I like that earlier. Yeah, I like it. And guys, there is Dean's YouTube. So make sure you are jumping over to him and subscribing to his channel as well and checking him out. So if you're new here, we are here every single week live streaming the PWCC weekly auction. And basically we sit here, watch the auction as it happens live. And as per every week, maybe not quite as big as last week, but there's still some hefty items today, actually, that could easily compete. Last week, we saw first edition Charizards in a CGC 10 sale.
So many creature deck cards.
So many creatures deck. And the other half of the creatures deck cards that weren't up last week are up this week. So the creatures deck Zard was up last week. And this week, the Beta Chansey is up, which, as a lot of people know, is a card that I'd love to own. I'm just sitting here looking at it now on the screen. I've got it up on both screens. I've got my laptop in front of me as well. I love that card. I hope to own it one day very far away from now, I think. So we shall see. There is booster boxes. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. So we're going to look through everything today, and we are going to take a little look at the non-Pokemon, other TCG stuff, like the weird and wonderful stuff as well, like the celebrity autos and all those sort of fun things.
You've been going on a mad one with them recently.
I've been going on a mad one. I've even got Green Tea. I've got some tabs open on my laptop that we were just talking about. You know the ones. And last week I ended up picked up the craziest thing last week. I keep forgetting about that. I'm not going to tell you what it is until it arrives, and I'll take a picture of it and I'll do the whole announcement thing. But I forgot I bought that. Yeah.
I can't believe you bought
Could be an interesting week. So, guys, I think we're going to go over to the PWCC screen. Here we go. And there it is. So this week, the item that is currently got the highest bid on it is the CGC 9 Beta Chansey. This Chansey from the Creatures deck that I was talking about earlier. So yeah, absolutely love this card. We will talk more about this. We have Zoroark. We got the Illusion Zoroark there. That is in a PSA 10. Very, very nice.
Pop 1 of 6.
We have had the entire Zoroark collection up before, and we've also seen just single cards from the set sort of scattered over the 8 months we've been doing this now. So it's cool to see another up tonight. We've got first edition Fossil Box, like I mentioned, more Creatures deck. We have got Lily here in a PSA 10, currently at 7,500. We have got first edition Zards tonight. We have got a Beckett 8 right there. We have got a first edition Neogen Lugia in a CGC 10. Guys, it is hashtag. We need a little like stream deck announcement for this. It's the meme of the stream. It is the German Ho-Oh back again.
I think it's titled differently though.
Is it titled differently this time? Let's have a little look. So guys, if you are new here and you're not sure what's going on, this card has been with us since the beginning, I think. Since we started doing these streams, this card has continued to make an appearance every 2 to 3 weeks maybe. And I think was this up last week or the week before? It hasn't been very long.
I don't think it was last week.
But it was, yeah, it must have been the week before. So this is the Crystal Ho-Oh from Skyridge. However, on the card itself, Ho-Oh is the same in German and English. And on the label here, Beckett have made an error. They haven't distinguished that this is German. So this card keeps selling on a fairly regular basis, and then it keeps coming back to auction. So we are thinking what's happening is people are buying it without paying attention and actually looking at the card itself to see that it's not English. Up here, PWCC have put it in the title that it's the German Skyridge Ho-Oh. And it's pot 1 of 1. But this has literally, we've been doing these streams since January now. And this has been here since the outset. Then, it started with us, and it's going to keep going with us, I think. So we made a joke last time, when we see it again, lo and behold, it's back again. So if you are bidding on this card, please do remember it is the German variant. It is the German Crystal Ho-Oh from Skyridge. We'd like to see this card go to a good home. Like, I feel like it's like being at like the dog shelter, and there's just that one poor dog that no one ever like pays attention to or wants to take home. This is that card. Just someone just take it home and look after it and enjoy it. So there it is, guys. I'm sure we will come back to that later on.
It's in PWCC purgatory.
It really is. It just keeps going round and round and round. But there's some really cool stuff up tonight. There's a lot of EXs in 10s. We've got the Melodic here. We've got the Espion. We've got another one of my favourites coming up. We have got the Reverse Crystal Zard from Skyridge, English, in a PSA 10. We have Sketches and Autos tonight as well. There it is, the Suicune EX in a 10. That's finally come back down to a fairly like reasonable-ish price compared to what it was. More Creatures deck cards. So like I said, half the Creatures deck was up last week, and I think we've got the other half, if not a little bit more, on top this week. We got first edition from Neo Discovery. We got the Umbreon right there. We got first edition Neo Revelation Hollows. We have got more. We got the Typhlosion. T17 first edition, 2 CGC 10s there, more EXs in 10s, first edition of Sabrina's Gengar in a 10. I mean, the list is on, like, it just keeps going. We have a Grand Party in a PSA 10 tonight as well. We have Masaki up, we have Gold Stars in 10s. There's a lot of full art trainers. We know that's been really popular over the recent couple of months. People have been loving them. There is quite a few on today's auction, which we haven't seen for a few weeks as well, so it'll be interesting to see where all of that goes. We got a first Ed Blaine's Charizard. We got a first edition Pichu from Genesis there. I mean, it is a big week, guys. We even have a case here of VMAX Climax. We do tend to see this, not very often, but we've seen cases of ETBs, cases of tins, cases of pretty much everything. Like I said, not every week, but I think it's been a little while since we've seen a case of Japanese boxes. And VMAX Climax, obviously a popular set. We got that Zard sign and sketch there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've got Charizard. I mean, the list it's never ending. There's a lot. There is a lot. And we're just gonna keep flicking through a few more pages. It is chilly in here.
We've
got the aircon on. Yeah, we are blessed.
That's why we've got the hoodies up.
We are blessed that we have aircon in the office, because it has been, if you're in the UK, you know how hot it's been this week. But I think the temperature is going to go back to like normal-ish tomorrow.
Hopefully, because it's too hot.
It really is. But I could just be in here full time, because the aircon is just...
It's bliss.
It's bliss.
It's
yeah,
very bliss.
It is bliss. We even have a Southern Islands Mew in a CGC 10 tonight. One of my favourite cards from Southern Islands. We've got the Lucky Stadium Black Star promo. That's a big Black Star promo right there. That's such a cool card. That's a Pichu riding a Pikachu riding a Charizard right there. We have got Shinins first edition in 10s. We've got Latios Gold Star right there. There is lots and lots of stuff up tonight. We even have modern. As you can see, we've got the Moonbreon there in a 10. Another first edition Lugia. Very well placed well. This time in an 8.5. We got more Southern Islands. We've got the Sylveon VMAX from EV Heroes here in a Beckett 10. We have got a first appearance Lugia this week, and there is one up next week as well. And we will take a look ahead to next week to see what we've got coming next week. But as you can see, lots and lots of big stuff again. So if you are just jumping in, do hit that like button on your way in if you haven't already. Talisa, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, guys, appreciate you all being here. We are here every week at the same time, always watching these auctions and seeing what's going on. So every single week as well, and I will talk about it if you're new here and you haven't been here before while I'm scrolling through. Me and Dean choose our top 5 picks of the week. So we have a little look through prior to us doing the live stream, and we take a look what's coming up this week. And we each pick our top picks. We go over them, why we like them, why they're in our top 5. And I also want you guys in the chat to let us know some of your top items, what you guys are enjoying from this week's auction. And then, like I said, we will have a little look at the other TCGs like Dragon Ball, Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! There's lots and lots available every single week. And then we'll dip into some of the weird and wonderful as well. So this week, just Pokemon, there are 2,505 items up, whether that be slabs, packs, booster boxes. We've got a Breakpoint booster box there. Great set. Shiny Gyarados. We've got
$410. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't actually see because I've got my microphone mug
It's
right
gone
there.
up in price. I bought a load of those for like 250.
Is that when you bought that big like XY collection?
Yeah. I think I got them at like 250, and that was like.
I remember that. That was a couple of years ago. We have got the special art rare Zard, which I'm sure it won't be long until we start seeing this in English pop up being graded, because obviously Obsidian's been out a little while now. I think I actually saw an image online somewhere of the English version graded. That's beautiful right there.
PSA 10. Oh.
That's Japanese.
Oh, I was also looking at the Rayquaza, but that's also Japanese.
Oh, okay, because you have the English level X Rayquaza, yeah. Is that a card you pulled yourself? No, you bought it graded?
It's raw. And
you bought it raw and then graded it a 10, nice.
I think it's like pop 44 or
yeah,
something.
that's a pretty big card, I'm pretty sure. We got a PSA 10 Shiny Zard there from Hidden Fates. Kyle, welcome in, hope you're doing well.
What's up?
Oh, Hassan, damn. Is there any like set in particular that you really, really like, or what are you thinking? What are you going for? We got a Yama's Pikachu. I love that card. Got an Evolving Skies box right there. So again, it's not always just vintage. There is a mix of modern booster boxes and other modern, slabs and product in as well. Burning Shadows booster box, quite a bit of Sun and Moon. We've got graded base set pack right there. I mean, there's, like I say, every single week there's lots. Like we've got Fates Collide. Oh, there looks like there's a big booster box collection up.
Yeah.
Another Evolving Skies booster box there. Let's keep going and see what other booster boxes are up, and then we will get into our top 5 picks. Lots of the newer CGC labels as well. Last week there was an awful lot, especially of the high-end cards. And we're seeing a lot this week again as well. A lot of like the Sun and Moon era tag team cards. They're popular at the moment. Red Green starter gift set. Absolutely love that card.
Such a sick card.
PSA 10. The Butler used to have that whole set in a 10 actually. There's 3 or 4 Evolving Skies booster boxes from what I can see so far. More Masaki. I mean, there's loads. Okay, there's a Sun and Moon Guardians Rising booster box. I think this is the first week. That's the new Pristine 10 label as well, if you guys are wondering what that is. It is CGC. We occasionally see like 1 or 2 modern booster boxes, or like a few Japanese booster boxes, or like 1 or 2 vintage boxes, but there seems to be a lot of modern boxes up tonight. When I say modern, mainly XY, Sun and Moon, and we have got Sword and Shield Evolving Skies in there as well. A few months ago, it was quite a few months ago now, I think it was like 5 or 6 months ago, someone sold their entire ETB collection, which was pretty cool. We got to see all the ETBs up together, which is pretty unusual. Yeah, we've got Steam Siege in here. Oh my goodness, everyone's favorite set. That is a throwback. Korokoro Mew. Have you got a Korokoro Mew yet?
Not yet.
Okay, that's on the list. I like it. You'll get there. Just like my beta Chansey is on the list as well. Charizard VMAX from Champions Path.
Wait, what's that? That's not even in properly. That Pikachu.
Black
label down
here.
Yeah. It's not
okay, it is wonky. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that
would absolutely do my OCD.
Yeah, that is on a tilt, is the best way I can describe that.
And it's a black label.
And it's a black label, I know.
Like a meme.
This is one of those cards where I don't know if it suits the black label. You know what we've said before, I don't know what the chat's opinion is on this. But there are cards that look really, really good in a black label, and there are some that it just clashes too much. It's a lot. But yeah, that stood out from a mile, so good spot right there. More graded booster packs. I mean, there's a lot. We got we got the Unigaba Evolution. We've got a few black labels there. We've got Eevee, Sylveon, and Leafeon. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Right, let's keep going, and then we are going to go in to our top 5.
What's up, Nate?
Sorry guys, I've missed a lot of the chat. If you have just joined, thank you for joining. Hit that like button on your way in. There's lots to cover tonight, so we want to get through as much of it as possible. Oh, there we go. I think the Umbreon is just
mid.
It's so dead.
The Flareon's the best. I like that Jolteon too.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Umbreon is just
so mid,
rough in this set, and that's a pristine right there. That's interesting. That seems to be fair. Like, we seem to be seeing quite a lot of those at the moment. I saw something about one of these on Instagram. I don't know if it was this exact one, but we actually have a couple of these boxes on the Card House. Our TCG store has a few in stock at the moment.
I'm thinking of grading my jumbo card. What's it at?
That is at $175. So that's the Rayquaza from the Hidden Fates Premium Collection box. You can only get the GX card and the jumbo in that box. You can't pull it from the set. But have you got the that jumbo?
Yeah.
Is it good? Oh, you got quite a lot of jumbos you want to grade, haven't you?
Yeah.
Might be worth doing
might be worth looking at the prices and see what they're going
big
for.
Jumbo submission. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, as you can see, lots and lots available tonight. Lots of goodies, metal cards. So there's modern, there's vintage, English, Japanese, everything in between. Oh, we got an Ancient Mew there in a CGC 10. Bit of legendary collection as well. Okay, right. Let's go in with our top 5. So starting off, myself. Obviously, I've chosen the Beta Chansey. So the only other time I've seen this up on PWCC this year has been on the Premier auction. And this week we are seeing it on the weekly auction in a CGC 9. So this is one of the newer labels. So CGC changed their labels. Was it the end of June that the announcement actually came out? Obviously, we got to see them a little bit before that. So it's been a couple of months now. Be interesting to see if people warmed up to them yet. What's your guys,
overall consensus?
Opinion on them basically. Are you liking the new labels now, or is it still a bit controversial for you guys? Let me know. So yeah, this is a card. This is what I would say a grail card of mine. Something I'd love to own one day. However, there are other cards that I would definitely work towards getting first, and this one I think for what it is very expensive. Maybe that's just my own opinion. Again, everything we say is our own opinion, and this hobby is very opinion based as well. But I just don't really want to spend on this card. I don't know whether I'd want to buy a graded copy or whether I'd buy a raw copy. I'd be happy with either, to be honest with you. It's just really, really cool. Chansey is my favourite Pokemon, in case people are wondering why I want this card. And this is from the Creatures deck as well. This was given out. So the employees at Creatures for the 25th anniversary were given this big wooden box that had a deck of cards in it. You'll see them because there's a few in the auction. We'll look through them. There was a Charizard. That one is based off the original base set Zard artwork. You got the Beta Chansey right here. I think there's the Mewtwo EX is up tonight. The Charmander's up tonight. There's a lot of them. Yeah, I absolutely love this. Would love to own it one day, but I think for me, given the chance, say if the Snap Chansey came up first, I think I'd rather be going for that over
a beta
over this. Yeah, but this is something I would like to work towards getting eventually. So that's my first top pick. Next up we have the Suicune EX. So this is from Team Magmaverse Aqua EX era. I pulled this card for someone on stream once, which was absolutely insane because they got one. It was like a 1-pack magic. Just absolute. Don't know how it happened. This card is just 10 out of 10 for me. Again, I'm not a Suicune collector. It's not necessarily one of my favourite Pokemon, but I cannot get enough of this card. It is beautiful. There was a point where this card sold for around $9,000 sort of towards the beginning of the year on a PWCC weekly auction. And then it sort of held a fairly highish price. It's now come back down quite considerably. So it's definitely something I can more realistically work towards, because spending nearly £10,000 on this card is just something I wouldn't be prepared to do, or wouldn't be able to do. So yeah, maybe one day, hopefully one day, I'll get a copy of this in a 10 in my collection. So that's card number 2. Next up, we have this Skylar right here. This is the full art from Plasma Gale in a PSA 10. This card is really nice, and the scan, unfortunately, does not do it justice. So sometimes with the silver on these cards, it's sort of like it looks so much nicer to the eye in real life. It looks dark here, and it doesn't look like that if you were to see the card in person. I really, really like this card. Really cool card. And we actually got to see the... Oh, didn't mean to do such a mega zoom in right there. We got to see... Was it the Korean version where Skylar is like glittery? Butler? Korean. The Skylar from Plasma Gale. What's the version where it's like glittery? It is Korean, yeah. There we go. I wasn't sure if I was going mad. But yeah, the Korean version is even prettier. Because Skylar is like a disco ball. The holo effect on it is insane. But yeah, love this card. Can't remember seeing this up on the weekly auction since we've been doing these.
Not too long ago on the stream.
English.
Yep.
So yeah, I just wanted to keep an eye on this one and basically see where it goes. Then we have got the Masaki Gengar in a PSA 9. I love the Masaki set. Such iconic cards. And yeah, we actually see the Gengar up fairly often.
Yeah.
More than I sort of thought we would when I started doing these. Have never seen a 10 copy up yet in the weekly. However, we've seen plenty of 9s and lower grades as well. So yeah, great card. Iconic Gengar artwork right there. Gonna keep that one open. And then we have these. Now, this is something very, very different. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Tomy scratch card packs. So I used to have one. I don't have it anymore. It's like a little blue booster pack. It's got like quite colourful artwork on the front of it, and inside are these scratch cards, and I never opened the pack that I had, and I really wanted to do a video on it, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. These are really cool. They're very hard to grade in 10s. I think you can kind of see through the booster pack. It has like a few like patches on it where you can actually sort of see the card inside, and I'm pretty sure I could either see like a bit of there was something on the card where I thought I don't want to open it and grade it myself because it's definitely not going to get a 10, but it's pretty standard with these cards. But these are actually scratch cards, and as you can see, PS actually put on here, they put that it's the scratch card, and then they put unscratched as well, so it's still in pristine condition for a scratch card basically. But they're really, really cool, and it's the set of 4 right here. This is what the back of them look like right there, so just like a scratch card would look. And yeah, just saw this literally just had a bid on it as well. This caught my eye, so it's something pretty cool. You don't see, I don't think I've ever seen any of the scratch cards up since we've been doing the
especially that caliber.
Yeah, I really like them. Again, they are something a bit different and niche. Every week we see cards that are pretty cool but can be fairly pricey, and it's like obviously not something I'd maybe necessarily add into my collection at this moment in time, but maybe further down the line. It's pretty cool to have these sort of like a little bit niche items in there, and not just stuff that you see every day, like your base set and your vintage and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, wanted to just keep that open and see where they go, because like I said, haven't actually seen these up as a lot altogether on auction before, so that'll be interesting. Right, now we are moving on to Dean's.
So I've gone for arguably maybe the best Espeon artwork out there. Maybe it rivals the Neo Discovery one, but we got Mewtwo, we got Espeon EX from Unseen Forces. This is an absolute beautiful card. I actually don't know what the pop is, but currently going for $2,600. Would you spend this amount of money on this card? So I know you like this card.
I really like this card, yes. This is something, again, maybe when I've reached more of my collecting goals, I'd like to branch out into not just collecting my big chancy cards, and branching out into some cards I actually just enjoy and like. we go through phases on these auctions where we see like a whole bunch of EXs up in a 10, and then sometimes we don't see any for weeks. But I really, really like this card.
I think it's a cool card.
And even just like being able to pull this card from a pack as well would be pretty insane.
Yeah. So in my opinion, definitely one of the best EX cards out there. And I think it looks like a lot of people agree because it's currently going for $2,600. So
big card right there.
Interesting to see what it actually ends on.
Green Tea said pop 39. So sometimes it's normally with the very low pop cards. They have a little subhead in here that will say pop one of whatever. But pop 39, so fairly low pop right there.
Okay, up next.
Oh, nice.
As you said, there are a lot of EX cards on up for auction.
Yeah, it's about 5 or 6 up tonight, I think.
And this is a card I would personally love to add to my personal collection. Is the Mewtwo EX from Team Rocket Returns. This is an incredible card. I just love the artwork of it. It's so unique, and just a really, really cool card. And Team Rocket Returns is just a very expensive set now, especially to get a booster box. You got it's a couple of years work to
and
be able
doing
to
like box breaks with that set, because when I was like trying to plan my Halloween stream, I said to everyone like, what do you want to see me open? And a lot of people said Team Rocket Returns. The problem with Team Rocket Returns is it's such an expensive booster box, and then for a pack it's a lot of money, and obviously a lot of people are probably going to want to buy packs and maybe keep them sealed for their collection. So then doing like your traditional box break where we open the whole box and open all the packs, I just don't think people would. Hard. Yeah, I just don't think people would want to get involved necessarily and rip everything, because it's very expensive. But I mean, yeah, when you've got this in the set, it'd be pretty cool to be able to pull this for someone. It'd
be so nice to pack this. But yeah, so this is currently going for $1,475 in a PSA 10. Beautiful card. Just will be interesting what that ends on. Okay, moving on. We have the first appearance. We have the first appearance Lugia from Pokemon the Movie 2000. Now these are like, I can't remember how many there are. There's the Lugia, Blossom, Slowking, and I think there's one more. Does anyone else remember?
1 of 6.
1 of 6. Oh, okay, so I'm missing 3. Lugia, Blossom.
I thought you said
Slowking,
4 then.
Ladybug. There's 2
I don't know much about these cards at all.
So these are tops. And these are really hard to get in a high grade because they stick to the card in front. So when you open up a pack and then you
kind of see,
when you like move the cards, it usually has like, it just takes off the surface of the front of it, which is really annoying.
Also, these sharp corners like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, for example, they like one minor scuff, you're off. Gone. Obviously, with they're just. They have a few points on them, shall we say.
But even if you look at the subgrades on the CGC side, 9.5 centering, 8.5 corners, 8.5 edges. It's a 5.5 surface. It's because the cards stick to each other. So it's really hard to get this in a... I don't think there is one in a 10 anywhere. I think the highest is a 9.
There's actually this card up next week in a Beckett 9. So, and bear in mind, we never see these up, and then suddenly back to back, they're up. So that's interesting.
So yeah, this is currently going for $800, which I just want to reiterate. It's currently it's a 6.5, and it's currently going for $800. So a lot of people understand how difficult this is to get in a high grade, so it still goes for a bit of a hefty price.
It's a cool card. It is a cool
card.
Yeah,
very unique again, and it's from the Pokemon the Movie 2000, so it's just got a really cool little story behind it. But yeah, currently going for $800. All right, moving on, we're going to a Creatures deck card. We have the Charmander, which is a really cool card. I can't remember what set this is from. It's an EX card. Is it Legend Maker? Maybe the Butler knows. Does it say anywhere?
Trying to look at the
I can't remember. But yeah, I would love to add this one to my collection. Any of them that are kind of like Charmander, Charizard related, I would definitely love to add to my collection from the Creatures deck. And then this is currently going for $2,000 in a CGC at 9.5. Moving on, we have another card that's going for around a similar price. We have the Gold Star Gyarados in Japanese in a PSA 10. This is such a beautiful card. Look at the artwork on it. It's just, they just don't do it like this anymore. It's so upsetting.
Would you want to pick up a Gold Star Gyarados? If you had the opportunity.
If I had the opportunity, I would pick up a Gyarados Pikachu
Mewtwo.
I've got a Charizard.
Rayquaza? Or...
Yeah, I just feel like that's out of reach.
Yeah, I know it's obviously
so expensive for a Gold Star Rayquaza.
extortionate.
But I do like.
Because I know you like Rayquaza, shiny Rayquaza.
Yeah. So maybe one day I'd pick one up, but I just love the artwork of these, especially this and the Pikachu. The Pikachu's really cool too. So currently going for 2,100 in a PSA 10.
And then I think that's all of yours.
Yeah, and that's it.
There we go.
They're my top picks.
Nice selection. Very nice.
It might be Power Keepers. You could be right, Giovanni. It's one of those.
So, I mean, again, that like I've actually just stopped to pay attention for a second. There is a lot of like really high value up tonight. Again, we saw it last week. We're seeing it this week. So what we are going to do, talking about the Lugia going next week, we are going to have a little look next week and see what we've got coming up. So you can look ahead. You can look ahead to week 87 right there. And there it is. There is the first appearance Lugia in a Beckett 9. It's pop 1 of 4, none graded higher. And it's currently at $4,600. Bear in mind that one doesn't end till next week. There is also a first edition fossil box and a Team Rocket box up next week. We are seeing a lot of first ed fossil boxes popping up nearly on every weekly auction block at the moment.
There was a point where it was alternating between
the sets,
and fossil.
And we have got the unlimited rocket box right here. So 2 vintage boxes up next week. We the last few weeks we've tended to just see one up at a time.
Yeah.
And again, some big cards up next week. Some really cool sketches there. We have also got the Munch Pikachu. We got a first edition Suicune from Neo Rev. We got it's been a few weeks since we've had a full art Mario in a 10. We got Moonbryon. We've got Poncho Pikas. We got some cases up next week. We've got Silver Tempest booster box case, and we have got a Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames booster box case as well, and a Vivid Voltage booster box case. Okay, that's unusual. Someone is selling up. So we will just have a little flick through next week, and then we will get into the weird and wonderful before we go back to Pokemon again. Graded booster packs, more cases. We've got Brilliant Stars case. So a lot of modern Sword and Shield cases up next week. And again, sometimes there'll be an auction where we just see like one of those types of things, but next week there seems to be a whole chunk of them. So do remember, you can look ahead to next week. You can click the link pinned at the top of the chat. That will take you there, and by accessing that, you know, you can place your bid, you can look through the auction and do whatever you need to do. Emerald graded booster pack, not something we see very often. Fates Collide Umbreon, really nice card. The graded booster packs where they're folded over make me cringe a little bit. It's a little bit tough that they used to do that, but they've grown. We've learned from that. So yeah, some big cards coming up next week. So what we are going to do is we are going to get rid of Pokemon right there at the top, and we are going to have a little look just elsewhere and see what we've got going on. So we're going to go back to week 86. And if you've just joined in, welcome in. Thank you for joining, everyone. Hit that like button on your way in if you haven't already. Okay, that did not get rid of Pokemon. There we go. There we go. Just give it a moment. Okay, so just in general, there is some big cards up tonight. Michael Jordan patches and autos. And there is a card that the Butler pointed out that I wanted to just take a look at because it was pretty cool. As you can see, Pokemon mixed in with some of the real high-end items. So let's just have a look before we scroll down. Tonight, there's over 10,000 items up on the weekly auction, and that's under all categories. That's sports, other TCG, and everything in between. So there is a pretty cool... So there's a few of these cards where there's like 2 or 3 autos on from different athletes, but there is one down here which I thought kind of relevant because we're English, so because obviously we don't get basketball really in the UK NFL. Or the NFL. It's just not a big sport here. But there is, I literally saw it a moment ago. It's around here somewhere because it's around the $3,000 mark. Must be the next page. It is this one right here, which I thought...
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is really, really cool. So this is a quad auto right here. This is Messi, Pele, Ronaldo, and Haaland all on one card. I've never seen this with football, or what some of you guys would call soccer.
I've never seen that.
Because the whole card is just autos. There's no, like, with the patches or with some of those like other triple autos that had like I don't know if it was Kobe Bryant and Jordan on them, like you get the images, like I don't know if there's going to be any down here now, like here there's like, I don't know, I don't know, I just haven't seen anything like that before. So pretty cool. It's at 3,300. Don't know where it will go. It's a 1 of 1 as well, so even more
rare. Yeah,
even rarer. Don't even know like where you get this, what pack you pull it out of, or how this even works, but just wanted to show that because I thought it was really cool, and the butler literally mentioned it earlier as we were sort of looking at the auction ahead of time. So yeah, something a bit, I mean, if you're into sports, there really is something for there's something for everyone, and a lot of NFL, a lot of basketball as well. So we are going to have a little look on some of the other tabs. Right, so we are going to go to non-sports. This might be my new favourite tab.
I feel like you're getting there every time, more easier and easier.
Right, let's see what we got up this week, shall we?
While
anything wild? Yeah. You do what you gotta do. So this is where you can find like the celebrity autos, or like some of like film memorabilia type cards. So we got like Star Wars. We had a week where there was like a lot of Game of Thrones. What? Donald Trump was on the cover of Playboy. Like, no, that just don't need to see that. So I picked up a Marilyn Monroe patch about a month or two ago, which was pretty cool. Ooh, I like that. The winter soul. Damn, let's have a little look at this. See, this is the sort of stuff I just think is cool. This is the sort of stuff, a little bit different, pretty cool. Is that serialized? No, I don't think it is. But yeah, so Sebastian Stan auto right there. Something a little bit different. I've got 2 tabs open there. Let's close that one. What else have we got going on here? And like some really old style, like collectible cards, like film wise in here as well. Sorry guys, I've missed a lot in the chat tonight. I will catch up with you guys in a moment. Just want to sort of cover and look through as much as we can, because you know how every week there's thousands of items and we don't get to see them all. There was a J-Lo auto one week, and I kind of feel a bit like disappointed I didn't go for it, but it was fairly expensive. I think it went for like $500-600 in the end. There's some Fortnite cards under here as well. And last week I picked up something wild, and I can't wait to show you guys when it arrives. Like 10 out of 10. I'm so happy with what I got last week. It was so good. The proof template card of that quad auto is up on eBay for £300 right now. Oh, no way. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, things like that, you just don't see them. Just never seen anything like that before. Just thought that was really cool, something that stands out. Right, let's keep going right here and see. Okay, so there's nothing like crazy, but I would potentially be going for really today on the non-sports tab as such. Don't get me wrong, there are some cool stuff on here. But nothing standing out too much. I will go to the last page though, just in case there's a hidden gem somewhere. You never know what you might find. There's another one of those Game of Thrones slabs. There was one week where we were just flooded with Game of Thrones autos. So if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, that was a good time for you. Okay. I'm happy I've covered that whole section today, and I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. Right, we are going to go to the combat sports tab because I like my WWE, and I feel like it's always worth checking out to see if we've got any cool autos. Oh, no way. So there is a Hulk Hogan auto right here in a 10. That is pretty cool. Oh, damn. There's a lot. There's The Undertaker. There's Roman Reigns. Okay. This is something cool. I don't think we've seen this many, like, bigger WWE autos and graded cards. We got Becky Lynch as well. That is that in a 10? I feel like this is someone's, like, whole collection right here. I'm pretty sure I pulled a serialized rock card back when I opened a box. I think it was back in June when I was in the States. Okay. We got Drew McIntyre. Okay, so there's actually some really cool WWE stuff tonight. Right, let's keep going through and see what else we have got here. And, like, some of them fairly pricey as well. Like, I feel like you get to a certain point with, like, the other TCG and, like, the combat sports and some of the other sports that the prices are sort of really, you know, we're at the $10 mark right here. Whereas, like, NFL, basketball, all that sort of stuff, the pricing can be crazy. Okay, so there's actually some decent stuff. There's not much. Sometimes with the combat sports section, we see a lot of MMA, but there's a lot of WWE tonight. Okay, nice. Well, there's some big cards on there. I think that Hulk Hogan one and the Undertaker one is pretty cool as well. What was the Undertaker one at? That was at 115. No way. DMC, member for 26 months. Hot damn, you really have been here a long old time. I cannot believe 26 months. That is insane. I appreciate you. Black Heart Gang all the way. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining in. If you just joined us, welcome in. DMC, appreciate you. Right, let's go back to Pokemon and have a little look at the lower end side of things and see what we have got down there today. Right, Pokemon, here we go. Right, so if we go to a lowest price first and then see where we are. Okay, so down at this level, you have a little bit of everything. You have graded cards, you have raw cards. You can purchase raw cards on PWCC. That is what you are looking at right here. These top 3 cards are in like a top loader with a label on them. It's MBA, which is Mike Baker Authentication. And they offer a service with PWCC, and he said PSA then, PWCC, where they authenticate raw cards. So basically it's peace of mind for people who are buying and also PWCC that are selling, that the cards are authentic, and it says on the label just there underneath the description, it says certified authentic. So they're not graded, you know, 1 to 10, they are just certified authentic cards. So a lot of raw cards down at this level, a lot of slabs as well. You have, you know, you really do have everything. Vintage, modern, Japanese, English, you know, other language as well. You've even got some old maid down here. Got the Charmander and Chansey. Green Teas had a few raw cards from PWCC. Yeah, in the chat, I forgot to say earlier, but do let us know if you're bidding on anything tonight. If you are and you don't want to tell us until you've won it, maybe that's okay. Or if you're selling anything tonight as well with PWCC, do let us know. We've got loads of the old maid deck cards in tonight. And do remember, you can click the link pinned at the top of the chat, and that will take you to the auction. And you can jump in and get involved there. You can look through, or bid on the items there if you want to. Oh, there's a toad for the butler right there.
I've not seen that one. Does he have that one?
I don't know if he does actually. Butler, do you have that one? I don't know. Huh? Oh, he doesn't know if he's got it in a 10. Okay, he's got it raw. Of course he has. I just picked up the Zapdos SAR, so I'm not buying anything until my next payday. Green Tea. Oh, Green Tea, you ended up picking it up. Congrats.
It's a sick card.
It is a beautiful card. Right, guys, we haven't done it yet, so we're going to take a quick interval here. Let me know in the live chat what is going to be your last Pokemon standing. I'm going with Chansey tonight.
I'm going Umbreon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Umbreon.
Okay.
Switching it up.
What is your guys' last Pokemon standing? I need to know. Let me know in the live chat right now. Lugia, last card standing from Green Tea. Connor's bidding on some spice tonight. Nice.
Let's go, Connor.
Okay, Connor. Intrigued to hear what you end up picking up. Right, let's keep scrolling through. Lots of raw cards. Got some
Lightning
Beckett
card.
subs.
That's a very
the
unique
lightning
one.
energy. I like it. Pikachu, good choice. We tend to get a lot of Pikachus hanging on towards the end, if not the very end. And guys, in the live chat right now as well, let me know where you are watching from this evening. How worldwide are we? Have we got any UK gang in? Are we just in the US and elsewhere in the world tonight? Let me know in the live chat right now. Psychic energy, last card standing. I like it. We're spicing it up this week. We're going completely different. We've got some evolutions down here graded, some other modern. So we're just looking at the lower end of the auction. We're at the $8 mark right now. So there's something for everyone, guys. There is something for everyone. We got Pittsburgh, we got LA, California in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. I know a lot of you who are in the US, this is like probably like an easier time to watch, because most of the time when we're streaming it's like during the day for you guys, so we do appreciate you being here and watching in. We got Tampa, Florida. We have got Espion, 2K for a CGC 10 OG Moonbryon. Oh, it's in the Neo Discovery. Is that the first edition one? Is that the one we looked at earlier? We got Minnesota in the chat. Okay, so we're just going to have a little flick through the lower end, and then we will go back up.
What would Minnesota's team motto be? Or like chant?
Where did that just come from?
I just thought it would go Tigers, but I wonder what Minnesota would be. I just wanted to hear it from you.
What would the chant be? What would the...
Go Toasters! We're the Minnesota Toasters.
That might be my new favourite, the Minnesota Toasters. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
If you live in Minnesota, do not be offended. Oh my gosh. We need to clip that. That needs to be a moment in time right there. That's a t-shirt moment. It's 10 p.m. here. You guys are in the UK. Yeah, so it's 3 a.m. here in the UK.
Yeah.
Is Dean talking bad about our Minnesota accents?
Never.
No, he just likes to have like a little slogan for locations. So East Carolina, which we know doesn't exist, is Go Tigers. And now Minnesota, it's Minnesota Toasters. Oh my goodness.
What's your like because they're like university mascots, right? What's Minnesota's mascot?
We got Nate tuning in from New Jersey. Nate, I see you in the chat. We got Alabama in the chat as well. Gonna be buying and selling. Oh, you going to a show, Hassan?
Gopher.
Hopefully it goes well.
Go Gophers. It doesn't work as well as Toasters.
It's close though.
It is.
It's actually close to Toasters.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
Honey badger is it's a ferocious animal. Have you ever seen a honey badger?
Have you had a poor encounter with a honey badger?
I've looked up a honey badger. They are mean.
What do they do?
They're mean. They are mean badgers.
Lean, mean honey badger machine.
Yeah.
Is that
literally? They are.
I feel like
Google it.
Okay. I mean, like, I need to know how you found that out.
I found that
just
years
like
ago.
watching like David Attenborough on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't realise honey badgers were mean.
They are.
They sound cute.
You never mess with them. Google it.
What do they even look like?
I think if I remember rightly, they kind of look like well, it's a badger, isn't it? It's like, but kind of like an anteater badger, I guess.
Oh, like with the big nose. Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Really? Are they like violent towards people?
Yeah, they literally don't care.
That's mad. They'll rip your face off. Wow,
They
okay.
don't play.
If I ever come across a honey badger, I'm running. I am running. Honestly, if I'd seen that, I would have been like, they look like a sloth.
Yeah, they do a bit, actually.
Oh, they look sweet.
I just remember them being really long.
Why do they choose violence? What's the need?
They have to. Nature.
I mean, this one's squaring up to a lion.
Yeah,
so
that's why it's got to be
honey badger versus hyena. Okay, they're on that sort of level. Wow. Okay.
You guys looking to grab anything this week? Not this week.
No. So there's nothing this week that has like...
Everything's either...
I'm just not telling anyone anymore because every time I do, I end up in some sort of battle for whatever the item is. But no, this week, like with the other the other fun stuff, there's nothing that's really caught my eye. Pokemon wise, there's a few things that have caught my eye. There's quite expensive things out of the price bracket, so not going to be going for them. But do let us know in the chat if you guys are going for anything this week. I've got a few other things that I need to pick up. I'm going to buy that. I'm not going to tell him either. That'll be a nice surprise.
Where's that going?
In the car.
Oh, my God.
No, Green Tea said I should hang it behind my my backdrop. You know where I used to have the Pokemon light. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good one.
What about you, Matt? Are you picking anything up?
Yeah, Matt, if you're going for anything, let me know. Imagine someone buys the car Chloe wants and sends it to her for grading services. Yeah, that would be... I'd be jealous. I've had a lot of people send cards in that I'd absolutely love to own that have graded with PSA. But yeah, no, I'm lucky. I get to see a lot of cards and, you know, even like going to shows and like people we know and people we've been able to hang out with. I even met the guys from PWCC back in April at La Gala. And these shows are the places where everyone gets to mix together. You know, people bring some of, you know, their insane items from their collections. You get to see things in person that you would just never...
We saw PSA 10 first edition Charizard.
Yeah, I mean, prior to this year, I'd never seen or held one. And then we saw one at La Gala, and then I saw one in Dallas.
Yeah. And
at Card Party, I'm pretty sure he had it there as well. A friend of ours. But yeah, we've seen... we, you know, got to see and hold the Snap Pikachu, which might be one of, you know, the rarest cards on the planet. Yeah, I mean, it's been a year. It's been a crazy couple of years, but this year in particular, we've seen and done more than I could have ever imagined, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, here's to next year, basically. Yeah, Connor, just no. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Mug for a mug over here. Won't give up if she's after something. But yeah, no, there's nothing tonight in particular that's screaming out to me to buy, for example. But like I said, would I even tell you if there was? Right, let's go to the higher end and let's see if or what we've had any movement on some of the bigger stuff. No, Pat has not revealed the location yet. It's the 18th of September, so another 7 days and we will find out. Right, so Chansey's still going, everything's still going at the moment because we haven't had the first extended bidding window end, which is in 22 minutes roughly. Chansey's currently at $22,000. Guys, do remember all the prices you see here as well do not include buyer's premium. So buyer's premium is 20% and it will be added on top once the auction comes to the end. So just in case you're sitting there at the end thinking, how did that just suddenly add a chunk on it? It will be the buyer's premium you see get added onto it. This every week I always think someone's gonna notice
gonna put it up next week,
and then it comes back again. Oh, we have got Admiral,
what's up, Admiral?
In. How's Australia? How you doing? Can't wait to see you in Hawaii. Feels like it's too long away. It's too long. We need a meeting in the middle somewhere. Admiral, we're just talking about the German Ho-Oh that keeps coming back every single week. It's a good price for the Creatures Rainbow Energy. You got it, Dean?
I don't, unfortunately.
Dean likes the Creatures Charmander. That's in his top top 5 picks for tonight. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
It's gone up to 2,900. What was that at when you were looking at, like 22, 23 so, maybe? Yeah. Reverse Crystal Charizard as well from Skyridge. That sketch right there is so good. So good. I really, really like that. I really, really like that. Another Creatures deck. Right, so let's keep shuffling through here and see what prices are looking like on some of these. Were we not just on this page? What just happened there? Right, let me go to page 2. pretty sure. I felt like I just went mad there. There we go. That's better. And like I said, a lot more full art trainers are making an appearance again this week. We kind of had a bit of like, the gold border. It does look good, Admiral. It does look good. I'm not going to lie. We had a couple of weeks where we haven't seen many trainers recently, and now this week seems to be full art trainer heavy. VMAX Climax case has gone up to 1625. Again, a lot of the new CGC slabs, which we said earlier. I've been spending my days at work figuring out what islands to visit in Hawaii apart from the city one. Oh, dreaming of Hawaii. Just
never been. I'm super excited.
Hawaii is imagine paradise.
Yeah.
It's that. It is paradise.
Really?
Like, look out the window here, and I know it's like dark, you can't really see. In no way, shape, or form where we are will ever be paradise, okay? I don't care how many nice little cows and sheep we have in fields and it all looks cute. It's not paradise. It is not. That is bliss, okay?
Hawaii's bliss.
If you live in Hawaii, you're very lucky. I'm very jealous.
Aloha.
I wish I could. I wish I could be there all the time. I went to Honolulu, stayed on Waikiki Beach, and also visited Maui as well. Obviously, Maui's been really badly affected by the fires over the last month, which is a real shame. Both beautiful. It's kind of expensive. Place I looked to book. Yeah, it is. It's Admiral. When I went I think I went 8 years ago now. It was expensive then, just like as a holiday spot compared to mainland US. That's what we noticed anyway. But yeah, it's not cheap. It isn't cheap. It is it's a pricey trip, but it is worth it. I would definitely say it's worth it. They better have those drinks with the little umbrellas. Actually, I think I have a picture that I took of a cocktail that I had at the beach one morning, for breakfast. I was on holiday, and it had the little umbrella in it with a bit of pineapple. So yeah, I'm sure we can arrange that somewhere for you. But yeah, no, Hawaii is beautiful. Think of Florida and multiply it by 1,000. Yeah, I love Florida, but Hawaii is also beautiful. I'll get to visit my first ever Walmart, a truly life-changing moment. I can't remember seeing a Walmart anywhere when I went to Hawaii, but yeah, I mean, Walmart.
It seems like it'd be a bit too small for it.
No, they have supermarkets.
Oh, but like a Walmart is massive.
So where we're going,
is
a huge shopping centre.
Oh, really?
Like huge, yeah. It's kind of like outdoor. But yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow.
Really, really beautiful. Walmart is great for people watching. I'm a Target girly. I like Target.
Yeah.
I think the array of products are better in Target. No, the shopping centre that's near the hotel we're staying at and near the convention centre in Hawaii. It's a big he's thinking they're like these tiny little islands where you can see everyone like all in one spot. But yeah, no, Hawaii, 10 out of 10, Admiral. Admiral, will that be your first time going to the US? Good choice going to Hawaii though first. Okay, right, let's keep going.
Got to be done
here.
for Worlds.
Yeah, got to be done. A whole year from now, we'll be like, oh, Hawaii Worlds was so good. Next year, we're going to
Barcelona. That's where it's going to be. I have a
feeling. Do you think?
Maybe.
I mean, that would be really easy for us.
I think it will be.
But do you think Barcelona?
They'll either go back to America or they're going to go to Spain.
Europe.
Spain specifically.
That was a bit of a tongue twister right there.
Yeah.
Spain specifically.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
I was trying it.
Yeah. I mean, Spain would be nice. That would be a change.
I have a feeling they go back to America though.
2025 Worlds in Sydney, marking it now. That will be lit because we will get Dean to Australia. Yes, he said he'd never go, but I tell you what would change his mind: the Pokemon World Championships.
If Wales is in Australia, I will go to Australia.
There we go, guys. You heard it here first. He's going to skydive with me and he's going to Worlds in Australia. We have completely changed him as a person this year. Everything he said he wouldn't do, he's going to do. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Come to East Carolina. Oh, green tea any day of the week.
Go Toasters.
Go Toasters. I can't do the toaster one.
Go Toasters.
Go Toasters.
Hi, my name is Brett.
I don't know if any of you guys have seen those TikToks where it's those girls being like, hi, my name's whatever, and I'm going to the university or blah, blah, blah. Go like, and they'll say like, go Tigers. That's where that comes from. Dean makes up his own versions of them.
Yeah.
But
they're funny.
The bread and the toaster one could be good.
My name's Crust.
Please let me just film you for a few TikToks. Please, you'll go viral. You'll go viral. Oh my goodness. That is brilliant. I can get you guys in a shark cage. Dean would love it. Bit different to his hardcore experience swimming near dolphins, though.
Get me away. I don't want to be swimming. Why would I want to go near a shark?
That's one thing I wouldn't do. I am not a biggest fan of open water, let alone getting in a cage and then having a shark just chilling right there.
I don't care about sharks at all.
Yeah, I am not.
So why would I want to be near one?
I'm not a fan of it. Chloe, can you get me that Gengar for my 26 months milestone? We're talking about the Masaki right here. I mean, that would be quite the gift, wouldn't it? I mean, it's a beautiful card. Good choice. Good choice. By the way, World's Deadliest Animals are from Oz. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why
Right. Admiral, Dean thinks that you walk down the street in Australia and you bump into a kangaroo who's going to just knock you out, maybe a few koalas, a spider that's going to bite you and kill you, a couple of snakes. I can tell you the only animals I came into contact with were kangaroos actually in a zoo. How
bougie was the place you stayed at?
Yeah, that was in the wine region in McLaren Vale. Like the house in the morning, there were kangaroos in the front.
Yeah, where they probably like exterminate all the spiders and stuff just because.
No, and then we went to like a wildlife park where I actually sat next to them. They were just chilling.
Yeah.
And you got to like feed them, and there was one though. He had a 6-pack, and they were like, "Just keep your distance from that one.
Keep away from Joey.
Depending what mood he's in."
Had a bad day.
And then we were walking with our friends in the park. That's just their local park, walking their dog, and there was a koala just up in the tree. Which was quite surreal to see because you just don't see that here. But yeah, I mean,
it's the flight. It's the flight. I could not do that flight.
But you could though.
I couldn't
under certain circumstances.
If it's Worlds, but
no, think about our flight out to Japan. You could do that to Australia.
I don't even know if I could.
Oh, here we go.
You have the power of sleeping on a flight.
Yeah, I do.
I can't do that. So I'm just there.
When I have a bed on a flight, I can sleep.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. But like
I shut my eyes, I use the pillow and I'm like, yeah, gone.
You're gone for the whole trip.
Yeah, I slept for a good like 10 hours on the way to Japan. It was bliss.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
It was absolute bliss. Because I had a duvet. I had a duvet and a bed and it was cozy as hell.
They're not long enough for me either.
Yeah, that I do understand. I mean, my feet were pretty much touching the end. I was like all curled up. But it was super comfortable. So yeah, I can very easily sleep. I pulled this card last night, by the way, on stream. A first edition Dark Charizard from Team Rocket, which is wild because for Halloween, I'm opening up a first edition Team Rocket booster box. So we could do it again.
That'd be crazy.
We could do it again.
I'm trying to work out if I've pulled that card. I can't remember.
You've done a first ed.
I don't think I have. I've done a first ed and an unlimited.
But you don't think you've pulled the Zard?
Don't think I have.
Oh.
Don't think there's been a Zard in my box.
I think I've pulled it to what that. I think that might have been my second or third time.
Oh, tell a lie. I did it on Whatnot. I think we did.
Did you? I was going to say I'm pretty sure you had. Give me a movie marathon on a plane. I'm good to go. Yeah. I think when I went to Australia, Butler watched all of the Hobbits. And I watched something. I watched a few. Admiral, you know, you've got to be comfortable. You've got to be comfortable. You only live once, okay? Comfort is key. Love this Rayquaza, by the way. I actually bought this for the butler as a gift. Not in a 10 raw. I can't remember. Did he end up grading that and it got a 9? I can't remember. But yeah, no, great card. No, Admiral, I went to Sydney and Melbourne as well. I got a tattoo in Melbourne. I've got proof I've been there. But yeah, no, I liked Adelaide. Adelaide is nice. Why don't you like Adelaide? Adelaide is peaceful. Okay. The beaches are lovely there. I'm so confused. Can I have you look up the Ivysaur from Southern Islands? It says CGC 10, but it doesn't have a number on it. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look. Ivysaur. Okay, that was not ideal. Yeah, I did like Adelaide. Right, I see you. Green tea. DMC. Right. What's going on here then?
No idea.
This is meant to be.
Oh, there's no grade on it.
There's no grade, but on here it says CGC
10
pristine. What?
Yeah, that's weird.
That?
How do you know it's a 10?
How does that, like, what? Oh, it's the butler in the other room.
Thought the building was...
Oh, I've just got a little one on my arm rep. I got it hand poked. It says Wanderlust. I feel like it doesn't look as good as it did when I first got it done. I kind of like want something around it. But yeah, it's on my arm.
Yeah, how do they know that's a 10?
Right, not sure. Rare. DMC even, sorry. Good spot.
Great spot.
I don't know what's going on here. How that has been defined up here by... I mean, it's not even like something's accidentally covered that. That is just a blank...
Does it even look like a 10? What's the...
Yeah, I was going to say, let's have a little look. Quite thick on the top there, centering. Let me zoom out. What's the back looking like? That looks like it's dust on the actual slab.
That's on the case.
I mean, it looks alright.
Yeah, it does, to be fair.
Very strange.
Good spot, though.
I scanned it. There's no image on the CGC website. Wait, for that cert number? So what is it then? Is it just the mysterious card?
Do you reckon it's like a sample?
But
I don't know.
I don't know. This is an interesting one. This is very strange. We haven't seen this before. This is a bit different. Oh no, Green Tea just messaged me the link. Let me have a look on my phone. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's no image, but it says it's a pristine 10 when you search the cert number on CGC. But the scan
doesn't show it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is very weird because that should have the new pristine label.
Yeah.
And that should be gold. And this isn't gold. So it's not like they've put in half of the right label and just missed the...
They put the wrong
It's
label.
just the... Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Not sure what's going on here. Pop 1 of 1 as well. I'm sure it is because I don't think there's many of these. But yeah, that is... That's an interesting one. I'm going to leave that one open. Just intrigued to see where that goes. Good spot there, DMC. Would have never even noticed that scrolling through everything. But we are just going to keep going. I really, really like... This is one of my favourite Black Star promos. Let's open this up.
Yeah, is it Lucky Stadium?
Lucky Stadium. You got Pikachu riding Charizard right there. That's
a really cool card.
It's quite the card. I am going to leave that one open actually in a 10 because I want to keep my eye on that. Right, let's keep going down here and see what we have got. Yeah, that is very, very odd. I don't know what's going on there. Was that the Moonbryon people? Oh, no. Was there a CGC 10 copy of this up tonight that people were talking about?
I love how we've just coined that, the original Moonbryon.
Yeah, no, I know. There's the new one. There's the original.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you had the choice, which one would you go for? That one.
I'm not gonna lie. The Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies, it's great. I like it. I can appreciate it. But I don't think it's the best alt art in the set. And
you like the
I like the Glaceon and the Sylveon.
Yeah.
I just, maybe because we're maybe a bit overexposed to it, in the fact it's the one everyone talks about, it's the one everyone wants to see. There are thousands and thousands of them.
Literally thousands.
Graded in a 10, let alone just out there. For me, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's nice.
No, don't get me wrong. It's a nice card. I just don't think it's the best. I just don't think it's the best in the set. But yeah, I mean, there's all arts that are in the set that people forget even exist. Yeah. To be fair. PSA 10 first edition Neo Discovery sold for 5k on eBay a month ago. So CGC. Oh, right, you're talking about the price right there. Okay. Dark Blastoise, we might potentially pull that from the Halloween box break. That would be fun if we do.
Go up. That could get cross-graded. Could not?
No, it's already. Yeah, it's already the new label. Shining Magikarp. Been lucky enough to pull both of these cards in Unlimited and First Edition on both the box breaks I did. So I did a Unlimited Neo Rev first year. I did my big Halloween stream, and then we did First Edition, and we got both the Shinings both times. I have Curse Luck on Halloween breaks. Admiral, you're going to love this year. We're going one step bigger and better with the outfit. I am going. I need to get some contact lenses to I need to get ones to practice and make sure they don't burn my eyeballs from the inside out like they did the last time. Yeah, honestly, Green Tea, great card. Dragonite is my favourite alt art from Evolving Skies. Good choice. I love the Dragonite.
Sleeping Dragonite.
I hope Dean dresses up as a cat. Any cat in particular, or just
Garfield?
What? Oh, I love that film. When I was 16, I asked for Garfield on DVD and I used to watch it most nights. Garfield brought me comfort.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I will have that DVD in a box somewhere at my parents' house in the loft if my mum didn't throw it out. We got a top 16 right here from 2017. I didn't even see that earlier in a PSA 8.
Do my best Garfield. I've not heard Garfield in ages.
Do you like the Garfield film?
I can't remember it. I know I used to watch the cartoon.
I just love Garfield.
The lasagna.
Yes. Yeah. I love Garfield. Yeah, I don't know why anyone was my friend when I was younger, to be honest with you, because friends used to come over. I'd be like, should we just stick Garfield on?
We're watching Garfield on, you're not saying anything.
It was Garfield or Transformers for like a solid few years. Jeez. I was obsessed. Isn't it Monday for Dean too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in the same time zone right now. If you're in a different time zone, we're in trouble.
Literally.
I'm not the biggest fan of lasagna though.
I love lasagna.
Rocket's Mewtwo, love this card. Think this is a beaut. Got CGC 10 first edition. Pop 1 of 25 sitting down here. I don't feel like we saw that earlier. We got a PSA 10 Shining Celebi. I mean, that completely we missed that earlier as well. Like I said, there's so many cards up. It is actually hard to keep track of everything as well. We have got no rarity Venusaur in AC Beckett 7.5. I saw 2 different raw no rarity chances, and we actually I spoke about this with the butler before we started streaming today. And I think I saw 2 different people buy those 2 chances that we saw in Japan. Yeah, we saw them in 2 different shops, and then 2 people I know that were out there picked one up and the other picked the other up, and one was definitely from one of the shops I saw. It's just one I want to add to my collection just to tick off, because I don't.
Or graded?
I'd be happy. It's going to sound really greedy. Ideally both, because I want one for my binder and then one for my graded collection. But I'll just take one either way at the moment. But yeah, I don't have a no rarity. So it would be cool to get one. Another Champions Festival there from 2016. This is a nice one. It's got the starters on, yeah, the original starters. Right, we are about to end the Chancey's had a bid to 22,500 here, so some of these items will end in about 40 seconds. So we're just going to see where some of these go, and like I said, buyer's premium will be added on top. Just bid on a Neo Genesis Ampharos CGC 9.5, but for obvious reasons, Pokepack Ripper. Nice. Let us know if you end up getting it. Do let us know, guys, in the chat. If you end up bidding on anything. So yeah, Admiral, we've been talking about that. We noticed the last couple of weeks, each week, less and less and less are appearing. I think there's a couple of lilies tonight. There are a few full art trainers tonight. I will say that there's been more this week than there have the last couple of weeks. But I feel like that insane hype we saw that 1 week where the entire weekly was literally just waifus, that has
simmered down
a
little bit.
Change. Okay, so it's hold on, bear with me 1 second while it's not signed in, so it's not going to show me. Bear with me, guys, just gonna log in and we'll jump straight back over to it. Just so you can't see my personal details. Right, okay.
We're back.
Here we go. We are back. Where is the screen? Right, let's go up here. So, Chancey's still going. Let's do a little refresh on this. 2,500. See, much more achievable.
What was it? What's it
gone?
It
it got to 9,000 at one point earlier this year.
Was it 6?
And then it dropped to around 6 or 7, and then it kept dropping to back around the 2.5 mark. So, yeah. Okay, that's a possibility to add in the collection. Green tea, telling everyone my secrets. It's true. Skylar still going at 2,200. Gengar still going. The scratch cards are still going right there. Okay, the Espeon has gone. This is one from your top 5.
Yep. 3,000.
3,120.
Damn.
I mean, it is a very, very nice card.
Yeah.
So,
if you want
I can understand.
You understand how much it's going to go for.
So the first appearance Lugia, this is a CGC 6.5, is at 1250.
Yep.
And the one that's up next week, so it's another 7 days on it left still, is a Beckett 9, and that was at 4,600 already, I think. So big card, even in a low grade. Charmander's still going. Gyarados is still going. The Ivysaur that we don't really know what's going on is still going, and the Lucky Stadium has sold
for 990.
Yeah, no, great Black Star promo right there. So let's go back and see what our items are. So the couple of creatures decks we do have a first Ed Zard up this week as well. In a Beckett 8. Matt got a Blossom CGC 10 first edition. Matt, very nice. People picking up some good cards today as well. Last card standing, Ivysaur. Can you imagine if the mysterious Ivysaur makes it to the very end? Did the Ho-Oh sell?
Control F, have a look.
I'll look on here actually, just so I'm not. A lot of creatures decks now still going. Let's have a look down here. If we see that Ho-Oh come back, honestly, guys, look after the Ho-Oh, whoever takes it. True. No, that's not loading. My laptop is like, no, too much. First Ed Neo Genesis Lugia in a CGC 10 is still going. No, sorry, the card next switch just had a bid on it. Okay, we've got a minute left until the next bidding window ends. The Melodic is still going. The EX right there. Charizard, reverse. Skylar's still going. Original Umbreon. So that's the CGC 10. It's also up in an 8, I think, as well. I'll bring my Mewtwo creatures for Dean to look at in Hawaii. There we go. He'll be very happy with that.
Brayish bought 2. He bought Tapu Lele. And he bought, what was the second one? Oh, Turbo Energy.
Really?
Yeah, he sold his Master Royale.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then bought 2.
Is he looking to? Do you say whether he's looking to buy more of them, or is he
Actually
just sort of
don't know.
testing the?
I think they're
testing
too
the
expensive.
waters. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna, it depends what ones you want to buy,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a lot of money. The VMAX Climax case is still going as well. Yeah, the gold border does look good on the Mewtwo. Yeah. No, on the Creatures deck cards right there. Right, we're about to end again, so I just want to see if the Chansey gets another bid or where it ends up going. Am I the only one am I the only one that finds that hand drawn style set weird? So like the beta Chansey, it's just
unique.
Yeah. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but
I like it. I like that it's like the design. It's like the first.
It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be, the
blueprint.
Yeah, basically. And I have only ever held one of them in person in real life. I wish I could have kept it, but I couldn't. Anyway,
I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Yeah, true that. Okay, 27,000. Oh, quite a few of the big ones sold here. So 27,000 on the Creatures deck Chansey. 7,500 on the Beckett 8 first edition Charizard. Pokepack Ripper just won the Ampharos. Congratulations. The Rayquaza that had the really, really good sketch has just gone for 4,680. The Reverse Crystal Charizard from Skyridge in a CGC 10. PSA 10, honestly, with all like the amount of CGC, I can't differentiate now.
Yeah.
Has gone for 3,720 in a PSA 10. Melodic EX from EX Emerald, also in a PSA 10, has gone for 3,720, the exact same price as the Reverse Crystal Zard. Your Gyarados there has gone for 3,000. And the original Moonbryon, which actually has a bit of a double swirl thing going on right there, in a CGC 10 first edition, has gone for 2,520. VMAX Climax sealed case, 20 booster boxes in a case, has gone for 2,520. So let's do a little refresh. No Poké Dudes this week. Slacking, Admiral, slacking. Right, so we know the Chansey has gone. Oh, the Masaki Gengar in a 9. Let's see where this went. 1,800 right there for the Gengar. Absolutely love that card. The scratch cards have also sold as well. 1,260 for the set of 4 with the Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, and Mewtwo. Mewtwo is still going. Lugia is still going. Charmander's still going up to 4,200. Gyarados is sold. And the Ivysaur that we don't know what's going on with it, Ivysaur. is still going. So we got the Pikachu and Zekrom as the top item right now, 6,500. I picked up a few One Piece TCG cards.
Everyone's going crazy about One Piece.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say we sell One Piece on our TCG store. Don't collect it, don't open it. Has there been a big is there something come out on Netflix recently for One Piece? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, One Piece, yeah. There's a real life action film.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's I don't know,
maybe
cause more of the hype, because I feel like that's been the Netflix series has been recent. The Chansey is almost as well drawn as that Mareep Dean drew. I cannot believe you remember that. That is insane. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of that on my phone as well. That's a core memory, that. Oh no, hold on a minute. He is about to.
I need a Mareep card.
He is about to give us a sketch, people. I mean, this doesn't happen often. You're going to get a live viewing to a sign and sketch by Pokédean. He's just going to build it up. He's going to build it. Yeah, Admiral, I agree. It's not the most visually appealing card at all. I think the news show got the hype going. Yeah, I can understand that. That correlates. The Mewtwo is beautiful, though. Lugia is still going right there. Excuse me. I was rubbing my neck.
So I had a bit of vibrato.
I pushed too hard as I was speaking.
Sound like a car horn. Don't make me laugh. It's so hot. Who am I drawing? Mareep.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys. I did not mean to do that. That was my inner demon coming out right there. I feel like I want to make a compilation every time something weird like that's happened on stream. At the time I nearly waterboarded myself. That was a cool memory.
Wait, what?
Were you not in that stream? I took a sip of water, but as I said, as I sipped, I took a breath in, and I panicked because I could feel the water go into my lungs.
Oh.
So I moved my face off the stream for like, I think everyone heard me choke.
Oh.
And Harry, no word of a lie, was sat in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Didn't move, just watched and was just like, yeah, you choke it out. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was a great moment.
That was an experience.
I am crying. Yeah. Not everyone can say they've done that. Right, so the CGC First Ed Lugia in a 10, CGC 10, has gone for 5,880. The Mewtwo Creatures Deck Mewtwo EX has gone for 5,280. Charmander's still going right there. Skylar's still going. Okay, so a few of the ones the Grand Party in a 10 has gone for 1,830. I saw that one earlier. This late show content is always good. Yeah, this is the PWC late show. I've gotten into One Piece competitively and have followed that anime to current day. Some of the card art. Oh, nice, Connor. Okay, decent. What's the card prices like? Obviously, I know versus Pokemon's a bit of an extreme example, but especially graded and raw, like, some of the bigger cards hitting those sort of, big prices. Are we looking at thousands and thousands for some in a 10? What's the sort of One Piece market like? I just found my Mareep sketch from last time. The mic picked up your inner demon pretty well. I might have to go back and listen to that afterwards. That was that was not meant to happen. I apologize. He's absolutely
murdering it,
working on a Mareep over here for you guys. I mean, and you've done it well with the lightning energy. Like, was that on purpose, or was that just because it was on top and you just picked that one?
It was just there.
It's just a combination. Oh my goodness, you guys. Every stream, something always absolutely nearly ends us. Okay, right, let's keep having a look. Let me see if any of... So Skylar's still going. Mewtwo EX still going. Lugia is still going. The first appearance CGC 6.5 is at 1,425. I think it's going to be a big price on the Beckett 9 next week, so watch that space. Charmander's still going. The Ivysaur that we've got no idea don't know what's happening here, is now $120.
Wow. Can't
tell you what grade it is, but it is pot 1 of 1.
I messed up. I can't draw it at 3 a.m.
I've got to show the people
It's
this.
meant to look like that.
Guys, this is the most cracked out Mareep
I've
ever seen.
He's just taken the biggest G fuel of his life. It's meant to look like that. Oh, let me write this down.
My vein is popping out of my forehead. What is that? Why are his eyes? Why is he cross-eyed?
I don't know. I don't know what he is, to be fair.
Oh my goodness, that
could be a tracing. I'm telling you, bro.
That we need to.
I'm gonna sign it, and someone can have that next stream.
I don't know if that's an insult. If looks like if Salad Fingers was a snail. Oh, don't tell the butler that. He used to call me Salad Fingers all the time. Oh my goodness. That's a grail right there.
It's the ear. I messed up the ear.
I think the ear is probably the strongest part of the drawing. You messed up the face. That was the main part right there. Green tea. You don't know what Salad Fingers is? Rusty spoon.
Oh God. Used to hear that all the time.
Oh my goodness. That was like YouTube when YouTube was, yeah. It's like the Vine days, but pre-Vine. And thank you everyone as well who's been here this evening. It's been a little bit hectic, but I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Okay, right. So the Pika Zekrom, it's currently at $7,000 right here. Not sure if it's going to get another bid. So as you can see here, when it goes green, it's had a bid on it in the current window. It extends it into the next window. When it's red, it will say bid needed to extend the item. If there's no bid place, it will end in 25 seconds. We're now at the 5-minute increments as well. So each little window is 5 minutes. It either moves on to the next one if it gets a bid, or it ends after the 5 minutes. So let's just see where some of these go, and then we'll have a little scroll through and see what we've got left. One Piece has cards called Manga Rare. They're kind of like God Rare from Dragon Ball, and they go for a couple of $100 to $1,000 I've seen.
Wow.
But most all arts are okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. 8,400 on the Pika Zekrom right there. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look and see. Mewtwo EX, so that was in your top 5, has gone for 2,190.
My last card is Umbreon, remember?
I do remember. I went for Chansey, and it's not looking good. So let's just have a look. That's still going. That we know has just ended. Skylar's still going. Charmander's still going at 4,700. Ivysaur clinging on in there. All right, let's do a refresh and see where we are. And give it one moment just to load up. Unknown W is going to win at some point. Admiral, even if it's 34 years from now, it will. I believe, and you will achieve, people. Believe and you will achieve. Love this Pika, by the way. 9.5. That was
close to
right
making
there.
my top 5.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's another one. The scan doesn't quite do this one justice. In person, it is a beauty. There's quite a few Southern Islands holos in CGC 10s. I didn't actually see that Slow King earlier. We got the first edition Celebi holo from Neo Rev right there. There's been some really, really big Watsy holos up tonight as well. But I feel like when there's loads going on, it's hard to like get through everything as well. DMC, I randomly picked up a little pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for $5 at a garage sale. It had a $50 card in there. Damn, that is huge. I mean, that's your 1-pack magic right there. That is literally the meaning. We've got a Beckett 10 Celebration Zard. Seen a lot more of these pop up, and a lot of the metal cards pop up again now that PSA have been grading them. Some more black labels there, 25th anniversary. So just so you guys know, where this says here CGC Pristine, this is not the label for Pristine. The Pristine label should look like this. So just so you can see, it's not even like they've just forgotten to put the Pristine 10 on it. The actual label is wrong. It should be the gold label with the gold 10, but it's the white and black label, which it shouldn't be if it's a Pristine. I wonder if that was noticed at a point and then it was meant to get changed. I don't know. It just seems really weird. But technically, that Ivysaur should have this gold Pristine label, but it doesn't. I mean, this is a real fascinating one right here. So very good spot, DMC, because if you hadn't seen it, we wouldn't have noticed it. Gardevoir special illustration rare right there. All Kabutops, beautiful Japanese Neo Discovery. That's a nice one. Joel, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You've missed a lot of laughs and a lot of craziness, but thank you for joining. If it was a War Turtle era label, I'd be all over it. I'm sure you would agree. I mean, if it was a Chansey era label, I'd be jumping on that as well. The Unigaba, the Evolutions, the Umbreon is just the bottom of the list for me. Just don't like it. I think they could have done such a better job with it. All of the others are so much nicer. Let me know what you think, chat. But not a fan. Yeah, another one. There's the Pristine label. There's not a single Chansey left, so I'm already out of last Pokemon standing. You went for Umbreon.
Yep.
Is there an Umbreon? I think you might be out as well.
Was there not one on the first page?
Not on the first page, no. Yeah, the label itself should be gold. Yeah, that's what I mean. You can see clearly it is the white and black label. So it's like the actual label. It's not even that it's just missing the 10. It's the actual label should be different. Lugia's still in. Lugia's still going strong. No, I don't think there's a Umbreon. I think
I'm out.
You are out. Damn, we're both out 10 minutes before. We're out early, both of us today.
Try to be brave, and it didn't pay off.
Mine really didn't pay off either. No, done and dusted. Right, next bidding window is about to end, so let's see where we go from here. Yeah, DMC, very, very odd. Very odd. So, I mean, if you want to pop one of one, yeah, don't even know what even to describe it as. Yeah, definitely. Had you not spotted it as well, I feel like that would have just got lost in the crowd somewhere. So Creatures deck Charmander is still going strong at 4,900. Is this a card you'd want to add to your collection, or?
Yeah, I think because the Charizard was, how much did that go for? It's like 20.
Yeah, it was in a 9.5, I think, last week.
Yeah.
And it was over 20.
So I mean, obviously that's gonna be so hard to obtain. So Charmander for
more affordable.
Yeah, I was gonna say
be over 5. Obviously, once buys premiums on. The Zapdos has just gone for 4,920. Skylar has now sold for 3,360. So I will close Skylar down. First appearance Lugia in a CGC
1.5.
6.5. Is it at 1.5?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So next week in a Beckett 10, it's already, I think it was at like 4,600. So that could go anywhere. I didn't see that Pika promo earlier. That's very cute. Dark Blastoise in a CGC 9.5 has gone for 990. Celebi's gone for 492. Houndoom, this is the unlimited Neo Revelation, has gone for 456. Let's do a little refresh right here. And let's see where we are. So we got those going. That's still going. That's still going. Oh, it ended. Did anyone in the live chat win the Ivysaur? Just out of interest, it went for $144 in the end. I'd like to know where that ends up. That's an interesting one, and I'll close that one down because we're just using that for label comparison. The Rainbow Creatures is no longer a good deal. I'm stopping bidding. Enjoy other bidder. Oh. Admiral, is this the one you were after? Admiral, are you going for the entire set out of interest, or are you just picking some of the ones you like the most? I won a Southern Island Slowking. Oh, you got the CGC Slowking. Matt, that's congrats. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. We did look at that Rayquaza earlier. We did. We were talking about the very impressive sketch. That did sell a few auction
weeks ago.
Bids ago, as in like in the last 10-15 minutes. I won a Japanese Evolutions PSA 10 Chansey. Jeez. Nice. I didn't even get to see what other Chanseys were up today. Yeah, Admiral, true. They're not all the most appealing. I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you. Right, so let's see where we are. We're down to 2 pages now. Yeah, no Umbreon and no Chansey left. So we didn't do very well on the guess the last Pokemon standing today. It was a little bit of a
but we've been doing well in recent weeks.
We have to be careful. The Lucario is still going at 5,000 now, Black Label as well. I wonder what the does it say what the pop on that is? No, doesn't mention it. Okay, those 2 are still going. Yeah, Matt, that Southern Island, I love Southern Islands as well. I've actually got a couple of sealed Southern Islands binders, and then I've just got another just sealed deck on its own. But I actually did a video a couple of years ago now opening up a sealed Southern Islands binder. So you get 3 Neo packs in there. You get your sealed deck of Southern Islands cards as well. Notoriously hard to grade, just because the amount of holo on them, kind of like the Legendary Collection reverses. There's a lot that goes on there that you can't always see. I check every week. I'm also a Chansey Blissey collector. Oh, banana. Oh, no. Got someone to compete against now. No, congrats. Really, really nice pickup right there. Congratulations. I normally have a little look through, but I think this week I got a bit carried away with some of the items that were up. So Chansey got a bit neglected, apart from the beta, which we obviously looked at, but can't quite afford that one. Okay, right. 50 seconds. The Lugia might be done now.
I do a Mewtwo head sketch, but I can't find a picture.
You're trying to do a Mewtwo head sketch.
Yeah.
What about if you just sort of use your imagination? It might be a rough one, yeah. I agree. You could do that one that I've got on screen right now.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Want to give it a go?
I'm trying to find, oh, there you go.
Yeah, DMC, I agree. I think the Charmander's about to go now. Oh, the Lugia's just had a bid. Okay, I think this is going to be it for the Charmander. So, oh, really?
4.9, so that's
5,880.
15,000. What did you say? 5 what?
5,880.
Wow.
In a CGC 9.5. So, one to note for potential collection add-on at some point in life, shall we say. Right, so Lucario is 5k at the top right there. Wait, did the Lugia sell? No, it's still going. Green tea, you're I think you're flying. Are you just giving up on the older the Mewtwo? Okay, maybe we'll save that one for next week. Oh, Admiral, I wish. Buy the whole creatures deck sealed. I mean, that would be the dream,
that
obviously.
Would be incredible.
But
how much do you reckon that is now? When did they get given it? Last year?
25th anniversary, so 2021. Yeah, no. More than I could budget for.
Yeah, that's
ever.
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of money. Still got some creatures deck cards going. I think we've got 2 left now out of all that we've seen. So it's pretty cool to see them come up every week as well. And guys, don't forget, if you have been enjoying the stream today, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we are here every single week at the same time, watching the PWCC live weekly auction. Sometimes we take it on the road. I don't know if we'll have another episode taking it on the road this year.
Could be
we could be in
different settings.
Yeah, could be in a new setting though. Yeah, we need to evaluate that because it might be quite tight in the new setting. We'll work on it.
Go Toasters.
Go Toasters. If you had a BGS 9, 9.5 or PSA 10, what's your max value that you crack out the slab and try to resend it for a 10 attempt before you say no, it's too expensive? So
that is degen.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it would be about the card and whether you actually think that.
Why would you crack a 10?
You wouldn't crack a 10.
Although saying that,
to get
Defo done it before.
And well, unless you were cracking a yeah. Let's not talk about that. Unless you were cracking a PSA 10 to try and get a black label. But, yeah, I mean, for me, it's not something I would do personally. And also, when you're cracking out a card, for example, trying to get the 10, you also have to, not necessarily about value, it's more being confident. Oh, you meant a 9. It's more being confident,
in your judgment,
that the card is actually worthy of also getting that grade. So obviously it's been graded a 9 for whatever reason. And don't get me wrong, sometimes things are graded incorrectly. I challenged PSA once on a card they graded. I sent it in, saying I didn't agree with the grade, and they regraded it and it did come back a 10. But there are a lot of times that, you know, a lot of cards have I've hit 7s, 8s and 9s and I think, oh, you know, slightly disappointed. When I look at it, I see why. So I think you have to be very sure, especially if it's an expensive card and you are gonna try and crack it out yourself. Obviously anything can happen. I've seen videos of all sorts of cards getting dented and all sorts happening when Kraken doesn't quite go to plan. But yeah, I think it's more to do with the actual card itself rather than the grade. Whether it's expensive or not, you have to be confident, or you have to be, you know, be of the mindset that you actually think the card is worthy getting a 10, because normally if it has been graded a 9, for example, there is normally obviously a reason for that. So yeah, that's just my view on it, but obviously again, everyone has different opinions. Yeah, I mean, interesting question though, interesting question. But yeah, we did crack a PSA 10
a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that was a
interesting
that was fun. I don't know if we'll ever tell that story, but that was a fun one.
He's too good.
Green Tea.
He's actually too good.
That is literally 10 out of 10.
Oh, I'm jealous,
Green Tea has sketched a Mewtwo.
I wish I could draw.
Saying "Go Toasters" with a toaster.
Yeah, that's.
I love it. I love it. I'm just gonna send you back 10 out of 10 there.
That's way better than my Mareep.
We didn't even get the Mewtwo in the end, so yeah, the Mareep has been through trauma. Is all I can say. That's what's happened to the Mareep right there. Right, let's see where these ones get to. While it does its little refresh right here. And yeah, so we're both out on last Pokemon standing. I don't think Butler was part of the guessing today.
What Pokemon's last?
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
Okay, well, that's cheating, and that's not quite how it works. Luca, no, you can't. Is the Lugia done? What did the Lugia sell for? Okay, so the first appearance of Lugia in a CGC 6.5 sold for $1,860 right there. Okay, oh my goodness. What a week it's been. What a week it's been. Guys, thank you very much for watching today. We will be back same time next week. Looking at everything that's happening next week, some big items again, so get ready, get prepared, make sure you're paying attention throughout the week. You might get a few things end up being, you know, inserted last minute as well. So thank you to my co-host Dean. Thank you to everyone who has been watching the stream. Like I said, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button on your way out today. And guys, we will see you again next time. Good night, everyone.